Emily and I were living in London right after we got married, and I was offered a job promotion. And when I was offered that job promotion, it was in Niagara. So I went home and I was like, hey, Em, I was offered this job. And basically, we talked it over and we said, we're just going to pray about it. We went to a prayer meeting and there was a prophetic word, basically, that lined up with some other prophetic words we had had. And we decided we were going to go for it. Within a few months, we felt isolated from our family and our friends, and we just felt disconnected. Like we didn't have a church family. Basically, we just thought about moving back. And during that time, I was working a lot of weekends, and so on a Sunday morning, I met Andrew. He randomly came through my drive-thru and had a word of encouragement for me. And then, we got into a conversation about why Emily and I moved here. We started showing up to Mountain Park.
Before we moved to Niagara, I was having really bad migraines and other symptoms, which alarmed me. So I went to the doctor, and actually just shortly after we moved to Niagara is when I was told that I had a brain tumor. And so that was scary for us. We didn't know at the time if it was cancerous or not, but it was not. However, it was still causing terrible symptoms for me, and I was getting more sick and more sick over time.
Yeah, like to the point where I would have to leave work just to bring Emily water in bed because she couldn't leave bed. Like, she couldn't get up to like take care of herself.
Yeah, and in that time as well, we got pregnant, which I was very shocked. We got pregnant because I was told, because of the different hormonal imbalances and how this brain tumor was throwing off my whole body, that wouldn't really be a possibility for us. But I wasn't shocked that we ended up miscarrying. Yeah, but, and that was sad, but, I came to this point where I was like, well, this really sucks, but this is my life, and instead of being angry and bitter, like the way I had been like that whole time, I was just so angry. I was just like, this is my life and I'm going to accept it. I'm going to just give it over to Jesus. And that's when I decided to be baptized. Yeah, so I decided to be baptized because, I had this complete heart change, and I was so excited about it. And I remember I was so nervous, but I just felt like I really wanted to publicly declare that I was going to follow Jesus no matter what struggles I was going through. And I remember getting into that baptism tank, and Pastor Andrew stopped the service a little bit and kind of had the whole church come around me and pray for me and pray healing over me. And one of my dear friends, Ashley, she also was actually in the baptism tank with me, and she just felt like she wanted to pray healing over my womb as well, specifically. And so that was amazing. That was like really cool, for us. I took my baptism pretty seriously, and I was just grateful for each day as it came. And I started feeling like this immediate shift in my body, actually, right after, I think it was like just a few days after my baptism. I started not having these like sharp migraines that I had been having that whole time.
Normally I would call Emily on my break at work and I would say, hey, like, how are you feeling today? And normally it was always the same answer. It was like, oh, my head is pounding. Oh, I feel terrible today. And it shifted to, oh, I feel good today. I actually feel good. Like, I'm having a good day. And it was just like every day over and over again.
Yeah, it was rare that I had good days, but like these good days were just like, like every day. Every day was a good day. So that was really cool. And actually just a few weeks after my baptism, we found out we were pregnant again. and that was amazing. And now I am 32 weeks pregnant today with our son, and I'm super stoked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
A few months ago, I had a follow-up specialist appointment about my brain tumor and about the adrenal tumors. And my results came back negative for the adrenal tumors, which they had originally come back as positive. And she also said she wasn't worried about how my scan looked of my tumor on my brain. And so we're just gonna follow up with that in about a year's time. And yeah, it's really exciting.
Through that whole time, it was just really hard to like watching Emily feel like she was dying some days, or like just like the amount of things that were happening that were negative for us. I'd say for us, it was like, or for me anyways, it was really hard to like trust God in that time, and just know that there was like a side to this that was better than where we were. Like it just seemed like it was something that wasn't ending. Like it just would keep going on and on. And for us, I'd say like we've really learned to like trust that, you know, He's gonna bring us out on the other side, or bring us out of like, the season that we're in.
For me, I was so angry and so bitter towards God that I felt like I wasn't going to receive His grace and His healing because of that. But His grace is bigger than that, and as you know, as soon as I just gave it to Him, He was like, you know what, like I'm going to heal you, and He did. And yeah, I really just learned that His grace is bigger than us and our doubts and our fears and our bitterness. And yeah,